live on YouTube and also on TikTok with my mentor. Yes, me, I know educated people, so wash, get a dictionary. It's going to be very, very morose today. I'm joking, guys. I want him to take it easy. I am back again with the very first person, the person who opened Legal Podcast SA. That is my mentor. This man has been magistrate. Actually, he's being a commercial attorney, then a magistrate, and then he was like, no, man, I'm not doing this. I'm going back to the field. Now he's practicing as a referral advocate. This is Advocate Shongie Masia. Good evening, sir. How are you?
I'm good. And yourself? And good evening to everybody.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you. I'm doing very well. I'm actually way excited that you are here today. So I called you here today. Gosh, I'm upside down. I called you here today because I wanted us to talk about divorce, maintenance, and forfeiture. Actually, in that order. I feel like people don't take about divorce enough. They just talk about you can divorce and it's hard, but they're not telling us about what's going on. There are so many misconceptions of me being a side chick and my boyfriend telling me my wife doesn't want to sign for the past 20 years, you know? So I want us to debunk. Can we start there by briefly by marriage, where this man comes and pays 2,000 at my house, and then now I'm automatically married in community of property. I just want to find out that is it true that when I'm no longer interested in the relationship or the marriage, can my parents go to the house, they meet together again, and then they sign a paper, then it's over, they write, or no, we don't want each other? Or is it really a court matter? Which one is it? Can they go and annul this marriage the same way they put it together with the lobola?
Yeah, so we're talking about marriages for pretty much for black people, ne?
Yes.
Tonga, Venda, Pedi, Tswana, and what else? Swati and Zulu and yeah.
And Zimbabwe, because we are marrying them, even Makula, hey, a lot is happening. They are paying lobola for us.
Yeah. So if you are marrying a black person, I think the Recognition of Customary Marriages Act will kick into the picture. So the whole idea is, once, let's say they want 100,000, right?
Yes.
And then you pay 2,000 rand, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the family writes a letter and they say, okay, the balance shall be so and so, right?
Yes.
So according to the law, when your family goes there in your absence as a man, you cannot wake up tomorrow and say, me, I didn't go. They just decided to go there on their own. You are automatically married in community of property, of profit and loss.
Hey.
That's what it means.
Profit and loss.
It's by automatic there. So you are married. So if you let's say you stay with each other for like 2 years or 3 years, and then you decide to separate.
Yes.
And then according to our tradition, you will say, me, I no longer stay with this person because I've divorced. No. Separation does not mean divorce. There's a huge difference between separation and divorce. Separation is when you are no longer together. One is here, one is on the other side. But your relationship, your marriage relationship must be annulled, must be cancelled by a court of law. We don't do it by a meeting of families.
Oh. So the person, one of the people that I interviewed for Legal Podcast, was very right when she said that marriage is the only contract that needs and must be dissolved by the court. So there is no way we can sign, like, you know, we have signed, and now the old people have signed. They can't go back and unsign as tradition.
Yeah. No, we don't. Even if the family meets, you know, families have a way of meeting to say, okay, let's talk about it. All right, chap. Okay, let's go. Let's separate. Let's go our own way. that does not end the marriage. The marriage relationship, marriage union is you end it by a court order.
Oh,
So even and then there are those who then after separating they go in and meet their new partners, and then they go and pay lobola again, and they think they are now married to the second person. No, you are still married to the first person. You have not divorced your first person. Actually, your marriage with the second person, it's invalid. It's not a marriage in law. If your former wife or if your wife or your man brings an application to divorce you, they'll still have regard to your properties, 50% of your properties,
hey.
even when you are staying with another wife. And it happens sometimes that you would leave your wife or you leave your husband, you go get married to someone else, and let's say for example that person dies. So I will still come after you and say I'm coming for my 100% of everything because I am the wife or I'm the husband.
Sure.
No, but he was my husband, but he paid lobola. No, it means nothing. Our relationship, our marriage union was not terminated by the law.
This thing of lobola and a crazy goat is very dangerous. We need to be very careful.
It's actually it's a dangerous exercise. So there are those who say no, but yeah, what if we sign because so say I want to be in out of communal property, out of community. In under customary law, there's no out of communal property. Customary law, it's always in community of property.
Unless an anti-nuptial is concluded before the lobola.
Yes, unless you conclude that before the lobola, and then you don't conclude it after the lobola. It's concluded before the lobola. You can conclude it after the lobola, but it must be by application. You must do an application to court. You must have a court order to change.
Sounds like it's not a magistrate one, because when wait, maybe I'm lost. When we go sign, me and my boyfriend, we go and sign at the magistrate court, ne?
Yeah.
And then for the post-nuptial contract, it's a high court order.
Yeah, it's a high court order.
It's expensive.
You can still bring that at the regional court, but magistrate will throw you. They'll say go to the high court.
That's
even now magistrates are refusing to annul a marriage, a customary marriage where there was no marriage certificate. They'll say go to the high court because they don't like reading the law. Some of our colleagues there.
Okay, so now, Mina, they paid lobola for me. I never registered it. In order to divorce, I must approach. What must I do? I have that letter only.
You have that letter only. That letter must be interpreted. Someone who understands the language must interpret it, and then we must make a divorce summons, which must be served to the other party by a sheriff.
Okay, I want the step here before the summons are made. Where do I go? As Sagwadi wa Form 3, Utanze Form 3. Where do I go with my letter? Do I go to a lawyer first, or do I go to Home Affairs? What do I do?
Yeah, so you go to a lawyer first. There's no more going to the Home Affairs. There's no need for you to go to the Home Affairs to register the marriage. So there are two things. If you go to the regional court, the clerk of the court will say to you, no, go and register your marriage first and come back then so that you can do a divorce.
Yes.
It's because they don't read the law, those people there. So I'm saying it with no due respect, because that's what they always do, some of them. They don't. I mean, the High Court is clustered with divorce actions there. And those cases are supposed to be done at the regional court. But the regional magistrate will give their funny directives to say, no, we're not going to do this. So if you're not a very strong lawyer, you can also be chased away from the regional court. But if you are like bold like me, and so they will issue the summons even when there's no marriage certificate. So the first place that you go to your attorney, that you will pay with your own money. Or if you cannot afford, you are not employed, you then go to legal aid, and legal aid will be able to assist you. But I'm told that legal aid does not assist if you are earning less than 7,000 rand, more than 7,000 rand take home.
Oh, so legal aid will assist me if I'm earning less than 7,000 rand. If I'm earning more, I need to pay a private lawyer.
Yeah, you can afford a private lawyer. Or else there's a third part. The third part is you can do it on your own. But they will give you the forms to fill there. But that's a little bit complicated steps now. Because if you find a partner that will be willing to fight you, you might end up losing certain stuff there.
So now, I have now served the summons.
Yeah.
What is it that makes people, or what is it that makes the process to take so long? Like by the time people finish divorce, they just want to go and dig a hole and go in. What is it that's happening in that process that is making people to say, me nah, get married, never?
Yeah, look, the one of the difficulties, like even now, I'm involved in a divorce case. I'm giving this example because you just asked me a question which relates to it. I'm doing one of the case now. Guess what happened?
No.
The husband, while we were about to issue him with divorce summons, he resigned from work and he claimed the pension fund, mind you, ne? Now, he ran away from the common property where they were staying. He's now staying with a new wife. He apparently paid lobola to a new woman by now. Now, when we wanted to serve him with the document, the divorce summons, we couldn't find him because he is never in that property. And you cannot serve divorce summons to a neighbor or to someone that you find in the house. You must find the person physically so that you can serve him with the court papers.
Yes.
Now, we wrote a letter to the government employee pension fund. We say, hey, there's a process here. Those guys says, no, now we are about to pay the money. If you don't go and get a court order stopping us from paying the money in the next 7 days, we are proceeding with paying him the money. I'm talking about over 3 million or 4 million of pension fund.
So is that thing of people saying no, they're gonna take their money when they see the relationship is no longer going on well, they're gonna resign so that you don't get anything. By the time you trip, it's gone. So there is something that lawyers can do about it. They can get what you said. You said something about.
So we then bring an agent court application at the High Court to stop payment of the money.
Hey, man.
So we are in the process now, but guess what? We had to appoint the sheriff to say to the sheriff, please go on Sunday in the morning at 7 or 6 o'clock in the morning. And then you will find him. It seems the sheriff didn't go so far, but we are waiting.
So now,
if the difficulty is people running away from accepting divorce summons. That will strain you a little bit. Because you must go back to court and bring an application for a substituted service where you want to serve him by way of an announcement in the middle of a newspaper.
We don't read newspapers anymore.
Yeah, and you see that black and white document that you see in the middle, the one that like has little adverts about they're selling this, selling engine and what. So we'll go and advertise in that to say, hey, you are to contact the following sheriff where to pick up your summons. Mang is instituted divorce summons against you. That's how you will do a divorce. So this thing of people saying, no, it is refusing to sign divorce papers. No, we don't sign divorce papers.
So
Wait.
you are telling us that these men are playing with us when they say, no, my wife does not want to sign the divorce papers, and now I'm sleeping
there's
on
no,
the roof. She's sleeping
people,
on the ground.
people watch too much movies. In the movies, you sign divorce papers, not in real life. You don't sign divorce papers. Whether you want to, even if you don't want to be divorced, we will still divorce you. Even if you run away, we will still divorce you in your absence. So there's no way that a person does not want to sign divorce papers. You see that?
Hey, today I think everyone must go and check their married boyfriend, check the real truth. Who's wasting whose time? So now,
I see. Ted says so most are married. Yeah, so that's the thing. A lot of yeah. Look, a lot of us. That's why when you meet a new person now, you really need to ask them, and no, but not in a hard way. Just be polite about it because people have been through a lot. Hey, we need to accept. Now we are the adults we never thought we will be. It's Suka. Suka. Suka.
There's a lot going on.
Can I tell you what? Ne? I've got money right now. Ne? Like I can go pay Lobola tomorrow. Tomorrow, like Munzuk, I can go pay, but even today I was thinking about it. I'm like, but this one was, I get it. I dropped 50K now, and I'm like, yeah, wait.
And it's not even about the money; it's the institution.
No, it's not about the money. It's the institution one. It's the social media too. It's the purpose. It's just quite a lot of things. So when you get a new person, you need to ask, like, wait, have you ever been in a relationship? What happened? Like, don't be hard. Hey guys, we've got a lot in our head. So if you're gonna be hard on me, the next thing you'll never find me in your corner. So, but we gotta be polite because we've been through a lot. I've seen someone who posted a status on Facebook and say, me, I refuse to I won't get married to any baby daddy. Me, I won't get married to any baby. And that post trended on Facebook, and everybody was sharing it. Guess what I did? I just looked at it and I laughed.
Why?
Like these ones are still young. You don't make that declaration, and you think you are the most, because you see what social media does. You are now demonizing those who have had kids and their marriage never survived. So you now begin to demonize them to say, I'll never get married to a baby daddy and da. Okay, wait until that guy impregnates you. That one. Wait, you will come back with the testimony.
No, even pregnant, I see it. Wait until you are 30. You'll come and explain.
Wait. I was talking to the lady that I was telling you about. Wait, she was telling me, Apostle, now Apostle, me now I'm 32, Apostle, and look, I've got money and I need a child now. As I got, I looked at her. She even signed a contract somewhere, like a lifetime contract. I looked at her and I said, yeah, ziyakhala manje
Ziku loudspeaker.
Yeah, Ziku loudspeaker. So you don't make such sometimes as people we are too boastful because you want to be seen as, yeah, me, I'm the special one. Me, I'm the this life will show you flames. This one, if you act like you're clever, this one you are living in. Go ask the very same people that are making such kind of posts on social media and say, how is your mjolo going right now? You'll be shocked. You realize the boyfriend always disappears every week from, people in Centurion and Midrand and Pretoria East. Every Friday, 8 o'clock, baby, we've got a work function, baby. You will talk to him on Monday morning. Gone. Every week, every weekend.
Let us go back to topic. Let's go back to now. You said that you can bring an agent order to stop this Madala from running out from running away with the pension fund
fund.
money. So you can do an agent application. That's an interdict, I believe.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
if you didn't find this information on time, and Mukulu has taken that money and he's saying, okay, he has went and he gave it to me, I put it in the Amasingwini, you know, I use it for us. It's used. You can't get it. It's not there for you to get it. Now he says, no, I'm ready to divorce. Okay, I think the network went off on his side, or he got a call. But anyway,
No.
are you back? All right. So now I'm saying, Kore, if you didn't find this information in time, and this boyfriend of mine was able to take the pension fund and come and eat it with me, now he comes and says, I'm divorcing my wife. The wife has got a pension fund. What happens? Are they going to divide that pension fund by 2 while he ate his own? What happens?
Yeah, so the balancing act must come into the picture there. He who fights will through the law, and you know, cases always differ from case to case.
Mm-hmm.
So you may need to go to the court and say this person voluntarily withdrew money, and with the desire to take it, with an intention to eat it,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can institute summons against me and claim the money. You can resist it, because remember, both of you are entitled to each other's pension fund, because it's part of your joint estate on divorce. So if you can prove that he took his money and he should not be entitled to my pension fund, the court may hear the side of your story and you may be successful, because there are people that does that. I know of a bad case. You don't want to know the facts. Someone did the very same thing. So he resigned from work, and then, no, you know what they did? They were married in communal property.
You're right.
So they brought an application to court saying, let's change our marriage regime into non-communal property.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy says, no, when I will take the flat, I will take these 2 houses. I agree, we're just doing it for convenience. But the lady, she agreed. Guess what happened? They went to court. Remember, it's an ex parte application, and the lady has consented to that application. The application was granted that their marriage be now regulated in terms of non-committal property.
Yes.
Guess what happened?
What happened? He took everything.
2 months later, he goes and he pays lobola to another woman. And then he divorces this one.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no.
Is it
Do you know what happened after that?
No.
A lady was taking home around about 70,000 rand. She fell on depression as a company secretariat at a firm somewhere in the city.
Mm-hmm.
She was called in at work for poor performance. And they gave her warnings, and they ended up terminating her employment by mutual agreement because she was no longer performing. Now, 70,000 rand of salary is gone. The husband is gone with all the assets with the new wife.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh no. No. So,
yeah.
Can we speak about forfeiture? What is forfeiture? Somebody once asked me to speak about forfeiture. When do you forfeit now? Because here we are, it's 50-50 in community of property. What is this phenomenon of forfeiture?
Yeah, forfeiture is the limiting one person from gaining advantage over the other through a union of marriage upon divorce. I just spoke a very big English word there.
Hey.
But it's when you say to someone, no, I don't think you should be entitled to a part of my estate, and or anything in this marriage that we have worked for, because you did not contribute anything to the marriage. Number one. Number two, it's because you were very reckless during the course of our marriage. Number two, reckless can be if you are having extra maritals, you abuse and all that. Those are the kind of things that the court may take into consideration when a plea for forfeiture is made against you, to say you did not contribute anything. So the issues of not contributing anything, it doesn't mean you are not entitled if you didn't contribute anything. The court can always give you 50% or 40 or 30 or 20 or 10 or 15, depending on the circumstances of your case. But there are people that will get into a marriage because they know that 2 years later they want to divorce you so that they can walk away with half of your estate.
Yes. Do you see the price of bread?
Yeah. Hey guys, Katika. Hey, it's tough. It's guys, we are in a lot. There's a lot that we're dealing with. So the court will look into those things to say, for how long have you been married, and any other circumstances there too. And this thing of jolling too much, having extramaritals in and out, not supporting the family. Once they can keep a record of you to say, hey, this, hey, I want money, this, later you can come out of that property with nothing to show.
So even in community of property, I can end up forfeiting because of my behavior during the marriage. Because now if I'm going to date, we can decorate it, because men, they lie. You guys, you lie, shem. You can decorate it and say, I'm not using our money, but Mujolo requires money. So if when you are spending money with taps and I can prove it, you can forfeit your percents there.
Yeah, you can forfeit. You need to fight. By the way, you need to fight. You need a very strong lawyer that fights. And a strong lawyer is the one that reads case law and is willing to go and argue before a judge, and they're not afraid. That's what makes one a strong lawyer, by the way.
Oh, okay. So, Mina, I thought forfeiture is something that happens when, like, you see that provident fund thing that I was explaining. Yeah. So I did not know today I've learned. Really, I did not know that forfeiture is when you are married in community property, because there are people who are married, they stay together for long and the marriage is over. The other one is drooling, the other one is hoping the family gets back together until they are tired. And now when they divorce, now they are afraid to divorce for years. When they divorce now, when it's time to divorce, they're even more scared to say, I'm going to lose everything. Now there's information that, if you've been staying with that cheating person and in separation or whatever, you can always go and say, okay, we got here because of 1, 2, 3. You can always pull out financials and evidence to say, now I was even WhatsApp messages to say I was asking for electricity, was not giving us. I was asking for water, he was not giving us. He was spending his money here and there, because now the side chicks, they post everything, and that's a very dangerous. I almost said some Latin word, but because people will come from, I wanted to say prima facie evidence. That's real evidence, it's a joke here on TikTok, Mara. That's something that they can, and say, no, Taps, here's Taps, she's sitting in that car, in that Rolls Royce, my husband's car. They're going on holidays, it's my money without my consent. So it's those cases that the Mujolo part, if I can prove, you can forfeit some percent. It's not obvious that you will get 50%.
Yeah. So you can forfeit,
Today I've learned. I'm going to talk about it the whole week to say, guys, come. There's new information. If you're already married to a Inja, no, we can solve it. You won't lose everything.
It's problematic, man, and people are. Look, these conversations you and I are having today, and hence I'm saying, look, get get married. I'm not trying to give legal advices, but or social advices. Yeah, because we are giving legal now advices, but we'll also include part of social in our conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, get married to a person that has potential to grow, people that are willing to learn, people that are willing to develop themselves. Remember, we are not done developing yourself. Even at age 40, at age 41 and 42, you are not done developing yourself. You can still have a degree, you can still be a doctor if you want. Even now, if you want, you can go back to school and do matric and pass those, get grade A's in matric and still go and enroll for a matric certificate. It's never too late. So get married to a potential, to a person that is willing to grow.
Somebody with ambition.
Yeah, someone with an ambition, and you can always become anything that you want to be. I met a doctor like yesterday, an academic doctor who's still 29 years of age. Now she's doing PhD, and I'm like, whoa, okay.
29.
Yeah, 29 and doing PhD.
That one she listened to her parents, unlike us. They said school
yeah.
yo bafana.
yeah. So and it's just that, of course, when you want to get into a relationship, issues of assets, will always come into the picture there and there. So it also need to be approached in a very great way as well. Yeah, because
so let us move on to maintenance. I'm loving the fact that we are not too serious, so we are able to speak in a way that everyone can be able to understand. Thank you for that. Please tell me, spousal support. We are always screaming, yeah, I will apply for spousal support. Hey, please today tell us, educate us, because this is not legal advice, but it's education. Educate us. How do I get to a point where I get spousal support? And because I always thought spousal support is for women, but when I found out that Mini is paying the husband spousal support, please take out the calculator of life. Explain to us, how do we get spousal support?
So the court, and I think that's how maintenance court functions. Once you scream, this one is not supporting me, the court now will come into the picture. The court will not say, prove to us that is not supporting you. The court will ask, what are your needs that you need to be supported on? And then you say, this person is not contributing to not supporting me financially, the food and everything, and is not contributing in a household. Yes. So then the court will then begin to hear you to say, oh, you need support from this person. You say, yes. What kind of support? You'll say, no, I need money. I need him to put money for food, money for electricity, money for DSTV, money for books, money for entertainment, money for leisure, money to fix things in the house.
Wait. I think this spousal thing, does it happen during the divorce or whatever? Spousal support, like, I know it can happen within a marriage, but now in terms of divorce, I can say, okay, you must support me, even money to go to KFC.
Yeah, we call it. It must be a reasonable support. Remember, if you were high, let's say during the course of your marriage, you were moneyed, you were taking your wife for vacation, buying her presents, buying her cars, movies, and all this entertainment, and she got used to a certain lifestyle. And now that you are divorcing her, it means she will no longer enjoy that particular lifestyle. It means when you divorce, she can ask for a spousal maintenance so that she can keep up with that lifestyle until such time that she can be able to stand on her feet. So the court will say, okay, fine, we will order this person to pay you spousal maintenance, even interim maintenance before the divorce is finalized, by the way.
Yeah.
While we're busy,
So
while
during
we're
the
busy with-
divorce, I can be going to Cape Town.
Yes, while you're busy with the divorce, you can pay an interim maintenance, spousal maintenance. So then after the divorce, the court will say, okay, pay spousal for 12 months. So 12 months is always the most acceptable one that the court can order you to pay.
Oh, it's not forever.
No, it's not forever. It's not forever. So yeah. So
It's for a certain period until I can figure out my life.
Yeah, until you get a new partner or you get a new job, and
Yeah. That one of partner, they can't prove it. Maybe a job.
maybe a job, but usually it will have a 12 months or 12 plus 6 or
It can never be like 10 years.
No, yes, it can't be 10 years. 10 years is a lot,
Okay.
So that's all about
spousal support.
maintenance.
So now the maintenance, spousal support, they look at who's got more money or what.
Yeah, so number one we look at, is there a need? If the need is there, is there a source of support? If the source of support is there, then we say, can we see the instruments that supports a source? We look at your employment, we look at your pay slip, we look at all your liabilities, and then they will want your bank statement to check if you are swiping savannah and drinking booze and what. That's the money they're going to take. They'll say, you spent 3,000 rand of savannah this month and alcohol. You were booking hotels for fun and entertainment minus. So you have the money to support. So you are no longer drinking. This money for alcohol, it will be given to her for support. That's what they do.
Hey, just because of 2,000 and I love you.
Guys, you know what? This thing creates a very serious obligation. It does.
There's a question here that says, what happens to the kids outside marriage when you divorce as the wife? Do they get my share? Now, blended families, I think she's speaking in terms of, I found a husband, but my husband already had kids. Now, when I'm divorcing, are they getting...
So they don't share any assets into the marriage when both of you are still living. The only thing they'll be entitled to be supported.
By who?
Oh no, the father must support the kids, or their biological mother must support the kids.
So when it's over, everyone goes their separate ways. Even though, so I've got an ask, like the way me is asking. Remember, there's also an option that when we get married, Pella, we are excited. This is cloud 9. So now, we decide, you know what, I haven't seen this man, the father of my son, for the past 20 years or whatever. We do an affidavit, it's not on the certificate. We do we do all the procedures to the social workers and everything until he legally adopts this child. Can I go farisa him for maintenance even after divorce?
Yeah, if he has legally adopted the child, yes.
Guys, you see? You see?
If he has legally, if he has legally adopted the child, he becomes he'll be responsible with maintaining the children.
So now there's a question here also. This one is on pension fund. It says, if the husband passes away, what then? Married in community of property, he's working for the government, he's got a pension fund and outside kids.
Yeah, so the issues of the pension fund will work as follows. They will go and look if there is any endorsement that the father has made before he passed away to say certain percentage must be given to this one, certain percentage to this one, certain percentage to this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So upon a decree of divorce, according to the Divorce Act, you are entitled to a portion of the pension fund for divorce purposes.
Mm-hmm.
But after death, the pension fund doesn't automatically come to you. It must be dealt with in terms of the law, testate and interstate law. What did the deceased say before he passed away? How much must go to this one? How much must go to this one? How much must go to this one?
He didn't say
But
anything. It's Samuel from Guyana. He was just working and buying us Gucci.
Yeah. If he didn't say anything, then the wife and the kids and everyone must go to the pension fund to claim. And the pension fund will make a determination looking at the need, looking at the relationship.
Even with the kids he made during the marriage, and I forgave him because we are forgivers.
It's tough, yeah. They'll go and claim for maintenance from the pension fund.
Okay, so now if I forgave my cheating husband now in the issues of maintenance, and my husband is dodging, he is dodging to pay that maintenance, they summon me. We've already established that in many talks to say, me as the wife, I have to be responsible because I'm part of a joint estate. If we divorce, do I still pay maintenance? Am I still in debt? Because maintenance is a debt, I get.
Yeah, so if he's been dodging, he's not been supporting, and he divorces, that money that is owing, it does not fall away. And if there was a maintenance money that was there, it means the divorce court or the maintenance court or divorce court or maintenance court will deal with the finality of the maintenance. Yeah.
Hey, if the husband was not working, the wife was supporting him. Hubby has no money. Do the kids benefit from my patience? Yo. Hey, guys.
Yeah.
Hey. Now, remember, I once heard something, when I see this question, I once heard something to say that, Annie, they say that if the baby daddy is not supporting...
Let's clarify Miss question, because if husband was not working, the wife was supporting
him.
The wife was supporting him, and then what happens?
The hubby is not having any money. Are those kids going to benefit from my pensions?
Judge, not even from your pension, even on your day-to-day basis, they can bring an application for maintenance against you as a wife.
If you are married in community of property.
Yeah, to their father. But you must first claim money from the grandmothers first. You must go to the grandmother and grandfather
before you come to the wife.
Yeah, before you come to the wife.
So even this Mamazala who was pretending for you when you were the girlfriend, you can farisa her for maintenance. Don't be afraid.
You know what? And I must go look at the recent case law about this aspect we're talking about here to say can the kids claim from you? Yes, the kid can claim from you. That's the general understanding. So I'm gonna also check recent case laws, and we will talk about it in one of the podcasts just to emphasize. But the kids can come and claim from you.
Imagine
I'm doing another maintenance matter on a pro bono. So I have to mention, because I don't do these cases, they're too small for me now. I'm doing it on a pro bono basis. The father was paying 800 rand of maintenance, so he lost the workshop where he used to work and make money. Now they brought an application for increase. When they brought an application for increase, we brought an application for a discharge. So the magistrate didn't like this guy, and he also didn't like me in during this proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
So we made a mistake and not come to court on a certain day, and the magistrate ordered that this guy must be arrested with immediate effect. Guess what? 10 o'clock at night, the police goes and arrest him. They bring him about in the police station. He got detained. The next day was taken to court and he was given bail. So when we appeared the other time, we now came with an application to discharge the whole of maintenance. So the magistrate was shocked to say, hey, this one's increased, this one discharge.
Why?
So now,
what is to discharge a whole of maintenance?
To discharge, it means the maintenance must be scrapped.
Hey, so what will the kids eat?
He's no longer employed. What do you do?
They will eat what he eats now.
Which is what?
Mara is eating. Isn't he not eating?
He is eating.
Hey.
So guess what? So the magistrate said no. This is not enough that this man says he's no longer employed. Yeah, I'm ordering that investigations must be carried out. They must check his 6 months bank statements and everything. Like, oh, okay, it's fine. At your call.
Mm-hmm.
And then he postponed the match. So we are waiting for them to come with bank statements showing that this man has money.
So now, during divorce, does my husband have a right to tell me to leave the house, to chase me out?
Nope, doesn't have.
So if he chases me out, what can I do? And now I'm scared to say, hey, you unachigid this person. What can I do?
You refuse, number one. Number two, you go and look for a protection order. Number three, the police will come and take his gun. Number four, yeah.
Oh, so I can go and tell on the protection order and tell the officer to say, Mina, I'm also scared because, hey, he's got a gun.
Yeah, yes. And then when I used to be a magistrate, I made so many court orders to take the gun.
Oh, okay. I did not know. Because people are chasing people out of the house because I'm just a wadi. Instead of studying school, I study men. And then now, when he chases me out, I have nowhere to go.
Yeah,
and I'm scared of him.
Yeah, no, they do that. It's common. It's not a new thing.
Can it happen that if the situation is so bad, they tell him to be the one to go because he's got the financial muscle?
Yes, the domestic violence court can come into the picture there. They can order you not to enter your house. That we can do.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So now, as a wife, now it's over. You've dumped me. You have found a Coca-Cola king-size bottle. I am bitter. I'm not allowing you to see the kids. Can I end up in jail?
Okay, repeat the question again.
Mina, I'm a wife or I'm a baby mama. Now it's over.
Yes.
I'm an ex-wife. It's over. Now I want to show you that way. Now you can't hurt me like this. I now refuse you access to the children.
Yeah, no. Once the children's court makes an order, or once the children's court makes an order that you need to make the kids available and you do not, you go to court and tell them that is refusing, police will come and take you straight forward. They won't hesitate. They will come on Friday, by the way. They don't come during the week. Police on children's issues and this domestic violence, during the week they don't come. But they come on a Friday because remember they know once you are in, you will not come out until it's Monday.
So you are telling me that this is being in contempt of a court order. I can go from a civil case to a criminal just like that by refusing my baby daddy access to the child.
Hey, they arrest, guys. Hey, they arrest.
Can I be sentenced for that?
Yeah, you can be. You'll be arrested, number one. You'll go and appear in court. You'll be released on a free bail. If you continue, they will arrest you again and sentence you.
And take away my baby.
Yeah. No, that's easy. Quick one.
Okay, so what is this thing? There's this thing that guys like to say, you are unfit mother. Can they actually claim that because I don't work? Is it real, or they're trying to make us, to scare us?
Look, the issue of saying you're unfit, I think usually people use that when it's time for maintenance. And look, if you want to use that to your success, the court are going to look at the best interest of the child. The court will say, what are the interests of the child? The interest of the child is going to school, it's playing sports, it's having access to internet, having access to this, having access to a good living conditions, to a whole lot of stuff. So if you go to the children's court and you want to have permanent residency, what people used to call custody, we no longer have this thing called custody now, because both mother and father are joint custodian of the children. That's a general standard. So the only thing you can have is to have permanent residency, where the kids will put their head in your house. So the court will look at the best interest of the child to say, with whom will the best interest of the child be taken care of by who. So if it'll be by me, the court will look at a number of things. Where do you stay? Are you married? Do you have a bedroom where the child will stay? Yes. How far is the school? Yes. Access to facilities, swimming pool, sports. And then we go to the village there. We're like, you know, we're like, I don't want to say what I wanted to say. So the court would look at those little kind of things.
That are the needs of the child, basically. So now, you know, I've never been so sick. I'm going to talk about forfeiture the whole week. I'm going to tell them that, hey, don't worry, you won't lose anything. Go and divorce that person. But anyway, but anyway, what is it? Oh gosh, now I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot. My brain froze. I forgot. So now, there is this thing that people were saying, I forgot the real question. Yesterday in a live, they were saying, hey, if you stay with the person 6 months, hey, they have the same rights. They can claim. What can they claim? I know they can go to the pension fund, whatever, and claim if you're dead, to say you are supporting them. But are you telling me that if I'm sitting in Fat and Set for 70 years, for God knows why, do I now have the rights and get the consequences of a civil marriage?
No. You don't have.
So when they say when you are staying with a person for 3-6 months, you are married, they are lying.
That's Facebook, court of public opinion. Nah.
So it's invalid. If I get something, it's because maybe the family favors me. It's not a must.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not a must. Not a must. Hey, you need to prove to say this person was supporting me very highly.
Okay. Yeah, thereby, the side chick going to claim support from pension fund, and they have all the proof, they get it. And this person is married to me in community of property. Obviously, they'll give me my 50%. Is there something I can do? Can I fight for that money, or I must just let it go?
Yeah, you can. Remember, the pension fund would always invite people. You think anyone, even me, I can come and want to claim pension fund from you, but they'll ask me, who am I, and all that. So such a person can claim, indeed, can go and say, yeah, this person used to support me and blah blah blah. But you have to fight for it, by the way, to say, no, you're not entitled. This person was married in community of property, and you've always known that this person was married.
Hey, so the onus to prove lies on me as a wife to say, to prove that you knew that he was my husband. Yo.
Yeah, actually, it even lies on you who's claiming to say, but
I did not know.
how? Yeah, but what are you claiming for? You see, yeah. But if you succeed, you won't even get a lot. It's all for 1% or 2%.
It's like that issue of dating a married man and then you have an accident. Netcare comes and fetches him. You're sitting there waiting for the government. You're sitting there waiting for the government.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Anyway, I need to go. Thank you so much for joining us, getting the time to join us to talk. Please go and do that research. As soon as you get a chance, we will come and talk about that research you were explaining, saying you will do a case law. Thank you so much for explaining to us what is forfeiture, because Mina, I honestly thought forfeiture means it only happens when somebody ate the money or something.
Yeah.
But if I can prove that person was eating money with me, with somebody else, they can lose percent. It's not automatic, this 50% thing, if you get a good lawyer, ne?
Yeah, they fight. But hey, you must fight, because remember, the High Court might forfeit you, but you go to the Supreme Court of Appeal and they say, hey, that judgment was out of order. So it depends who's a strong lawyer here. And so sometimes when you don't have money to fight, you can be frustrated because other people can pay lawyers. So you
They have lawyer man.
You fight for your rights. So that's the story.
You know, there's a lady who asked me specifically about forfeiture. Hey, she keeps coming and going, but I will do videos on this. Her name is Favored Mukwane. She asked me to say what, and I did not know. Thank God I did not explain, because I love to explain things I don't know. Okay, I must stop it.
Yeah.
I said to myself, this one I don't know it. I'm not gonna explain. I'm gonna find somebody to ask them, guys, what is forfeiture? Because I understood it to be like, if you ate your own money, I eat mine. Let it go. And now you've explained clearly to say it's not only that. You can come and say, no, while I was busy building this double story, this one was doing 1, 2, 3. Here is prima evidence. That is real evidence, guys. Don't worry. That's the only word I knew from LLB. You can come and prove that. So I did not know. This is the information that I will be singing from now. I'm going to do a short to say, hey, new information. So thank you so much. Every time I speak to you, I always learn something. Every time I speak to you, I know that it's a reminder to say, Kore, all these years that I've been trying to get this degree, it's not a loss. You make people believe, all the way from the small village of Zanini to commercial attorney to magistrate to advocate. Anybody can do it.
Yeah, no, great. But then, soon I'll talk to you on inbox. We need to talk about opportunities for candidates, attorneys, and LLB graduates, and also talk about the challenges that all of these people are facing, and the lack of employment and articles now. They're forcing attorneys to pay them 6,000 and 8,000 rand per month. What is the future holding? We need to discuss this. Okay, now that the opportunity seems to be so slim, what are the available opportunities for LLB graduates, and what can they do in order to innovate so that they can create employment? And so we can dispel the notion that there are no opportunities in law, because now these messages are going all over social media to say, no, if you're from a poor family, don't study law, there's no opportunities for you. That's not the truth. Information is everything. So we need to talk more about these aspects in the coming days.
No, definitely we need to talk about that, because when I saw that money thing,
we never saw this one coming, you and I, even initially, but now is just to give you an example. If I take 3 candidate attorneys now as an attorney, I need to pay them 24,000 per month.
Yes.
So I can't raise that 24,000 rand per month. So what does that mean? That means I'm going to take 1 candidate attorney and I'm not going to open spaces for 2 candidate attorneys. So that means there are 2 black candidates, attorneys, or LLB graduates who may not realize their dreams of becoming lawyers because the system is now getting closed.
So no, they're saying if what if I come to your what if is it 8K or 6? It's 6K for rural and 8K for urban areas. What if I come to you? No, I posted in the candidate attorney support group to say, I can do it for free. Hey, I found a way to make extra money while I'm working for free. They said no, it's against the law. Like now we can't even go and say, let me serve for free then.
You cannot contract against the law.
So when a principal goes and we do that that contract for 2 years, LPC expects them to be paying me.
Here's a legal principle. It's unlawful. It's unlawful to contract against the law. If the law says 1, 2, 3, me and you cannot say 1, 2, 3 together.
Yeah.
So LPC will expect you to pay it. If you don't pay it, they will take you to the CCMA. And you see now white firms are now going to afford, because many black people are paying white lawyers. They don't want to pay black lawyers until their money is finished. So we need to talk about this politics.
I did not know that information.
No, they don't. The black person will go to a black lawyer the day no longer has money. When many people has money, they don't go to black lawyers. So now we're not going to create opportunities for our sisters that are coming. So that creates a challenge. So as people that are building the community now, let's open their eyes. What more can you do? Here's the opportunities is closed. You're not getting articles. What can you do so that you can put bread at the end of the day on the table? These are the stuff we need to talk about.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Guys, thank you to everybody who has been with us. Me, from the beginning to the end, you had the next 2 topics. We are still going to learn. Thank you so much. Good night, guys. The advocate has left. I love you so much. Mwah! Where do I end this live?